This is Steve from Boxing UK. Absolutely delighted to be joined by Marcus Morrison. How are you doing, Marcus?
I'm good, mate. I'm well, thank you. You?
Very well. Straight into it. Recently announced against Chris Eubank Jr. Where did that come from?
Your guess is as good as mine, mate. Literally out of thin air. It was nothing in the pipeline, no mention, and then get a phone call. May the 1st. Do you want the fight? So you had to do.
Were you ticking over in the gym and obviously just keeping yourself in trim just in case?
Yeah, I'd been in the gym for weeks before the phone call. So I was, 60-70% fit anyway. So, the next, few weeks that I had was just a case of, get the game plan together and, reaching 100% before May the 1st.
Yeah, I mean this in the nicest way, but Chris Eubank against Marcus Morrison, it just seems the most random name. Why do you think they've gone for Marcus Morrison? Where do you think they've pulled that name from?
The only explanation I've come up with is that a potential fight with Kell Brook in the summer, and they want to try and get to grips with a similar style to Kell Brook, and which is where probably my name's been through in the mix, as my style's often been compared to Kell. But other than that, like I said, your guess is as good as mine.
You said you've been in the gym, Marcus, since the announcement. Have you really stepped it up? Are you working on a few things in regards to Chris Eubank?
It's we had, I think it was 8 weeks from when we got the phone call, so that was plenty of time to get in tip-top shape and come up with a game plan to take into May the 1st. So come May the 1st, we'll be ready.
Before we go into the fight, can I ask you about the criticism? Because you've probably seen it. And I don't know whether a lot of the criticism's been because they were expecting a bigger name for Eubank or because it's on a pay-per-view show. But just your thoughts on the criticism against this actual fight?
Yeah, I've said it before that, some boxing fans kind of won't be pleased. I don't think necessarily the criticism was towards me as such, just more so the fact that they was expecting a bigger name, and that's probably come from the fact that Eubank's called out a lot of, big names, i.e. Canelo, Golovkin. So, with it being a pay-per-view card, they probably wanted, a big household name. But, like I said before again, I was never going to turn this opportunity down.
Absolutely. And are you aware just how big an opportunity it is, Marcus? Because if you can pull off the upset, mate, the world's your oyster after this.
Yeah, I'm well aware. It's huge for me. This puts my career, to new heights. And, the fights in the pipeline after that, are huge, life-changing. But, it is a big opportunity, and there's a lot of work to be put in left yet before the fight. And, pulling off an upset is something that I do plan on doing. But, like I said, there's a lot of work to be put in first, and I'm solely concentrating on that fight.
Yeah, you haven't got a bad knockout ratio yourself, have you? I think, is it 16 knockouts out of 23?
Possibly. You probably know more than me. I'm not up to date with how many knockouts. But listen, I can punch, and boxing, anything can happen, and you can't come into a fight with me lightly, and because if I land, like I said, anything can happen.
Yeah, the Blandamura fight showed that one, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I think, even that was a 9th round, but if I would have landed earlier in that fight, regardless of how fresh you are and how early on in the fight, you'll go.
And are you looking to take advantage of any ring rust from Eubank? Because he's been out longer than you, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been out a long time. I think it's the same for a lot of fighters at the minute. Everyone's, fights are sort of few and far between. And like I said, I've been out for a long time, so is he. And I'm pretty sure he'd had a lot of sparring and he'll be in, tip-top shape. So, I said, I don't think the sort of ring rust and timeout will affect both of us too much. If not, it'll be just as equal. So, we're both in the same boat.
I know you can't give too much away, but what are you working on? How do you see the fight going, and can you stop him?
Listen, like I said, anything can happen in boxing, and put me in there with any middleweight. And if I land, I'm pretty confident that, you'll go. But yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but I just feel like this fight's going to be very explosive. That's all I will say.
Fair enough. Talking about explosive, you've got Joe in your corner. Are you looking forward to any shenanigans with Joe and Roy Jones, or even Chris Senior? Because that might be worth the pay-per-view alone.
That's the last thing on my mind, and I'm not sure it'll come to that. It's both parties are true professionals, and look, whatever happens, I'll leave to them. But I've got a job to concentrate on.
Good man. Can I just ask further afield in camp? We spoke to Joe in camp. We spoke to Joe a couple of weeks ago, and he said it's absolutely buzzing in there. You've got obviously Natasha on the same bill on a massive fight. You've got Callum Johnson due back. Just your perspective of how things are going, and just a quick word on Natasha's fight.
Yeah, it's always nice to be in camp when a few years have got a fight coming up all around the same time. So yeah, the gym's buzzing at the minute. Obviously there's me, Callum Johnson fights a week before. Tash obviously on the same bill. So we're all in camp together flying, and obviously there's other lads in the gym that are working towards a date. Well, not towards a date, but for when a date comes up. So the gym's busy, and I enjoy a busy gym. I enjoy. I thrive in a busy gym.
Just a question that's come to my head. You've said obviously you think Eubank might be using you as a stepping stone for Kell Brook, but if you do the business, would you get in there with Kell?
Listen, like I said, I'm not looking. I've looked past fights before and come unstuck, but I'm solely concentrating on this fight. But any opportunities that come off this, touch would go in there and win and pull the upset off. Look, there'll be plenty of opportunities that'll come off the back of that. But like I said, I'm not even going to bother thinking about that. Yeah, I've got a big task ahead, and it's the only thing that I need to be concentrating on at the minute.
Good man, you definitely seem focused, Marcus. That's for sure.
Yeah, you've got to be, especially when you get an opportunity like this. You don't get them, every day. And when you do get them, you've got to be, you've got to be on the ball, and you've got to make sure that you take the opportunity with both hands.
Lovely. Can I end with a prediction?
Listen, I'm not going to predict anything for this fight. All I know is that this is, for however long this fight lasts, it's going to be exciting. And anything can happen. And I'll say this, don't blink.
Good man. On that note, can't wait, Marcus.
Top man.
All right.
Tune in and, enjoy.
We will. Marcus, I'll speak to you, no doubt, probably fight week.
Top man, I appreciate your time.
No problem. Hope everything's going well in camp, and pass me regards on to everybody in there.
Will do. Thanks a lot, mate.
Speak soon, Marcus. Take care.
Bye-bye.